Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Thursday, November 9th. It's 11:54 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. So, BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. You can always buy me a coffee if you want. Check out Blockchain Education. You get a big discount if you join from that link. All right, looking at FinViz this morning. Um, wow, the market's opened with a serious dump today, really intense. And as you can see, they are not recovered yet. So Dow is down 0.39, NASDAQ down 0.38, S&P is down 0.44, Russell 2000 down 1% still. Looking at the S&P 500 in detail, wow, healthcare got mega hammered. I mean, semiconductors, NVIDIA, nope. You need NVIDIA chips for AI and cruise missiles, so that stock will always be in the green. Anyway, other than that, we'll see. It may recover today. It may not. Today is still somewhat young, but not that young. We'll see how it rolls. I think that was to do with the 10-year yield bonds or whatever. I don't know. Things that I don't really understand, to be honest with you. But still, traditional market index is just hammered on open, beginning to recover. Looking at the dollar strength index today, still in a downwards channel, but bouncing off the bottom there still. Above the 200 moving average, looking pretty good. Dollar strength index, green day. So that would, in general, push stocks down, but not like the indexes did today. Looking at oil, just straight up U.S. oil is the ticker. It's been getting really hammered recently. I think we're going to see a bounce off previous support and resistance. I think it's bounce time. It got slightly below the 200 moving average daily, and it's making a bounce now, which makes sense because oil dumping in price does not make sense. That is manipulation. There's crazy things afoot. Cannot explain why. Ain't no reason in the world today oil's getting cheaper. So if you're a commodity buyer, not financial advice, but if you are, just saying, oil right now, boom. Also, if you fill your tank up right now, you'll probably you won't make money, but the gas that you bought will be worth more than you paid for it, probably in a few days. Anyway, looking at gold, green day today, making a bounce off that 200 moving average. I like seeing that. Silver making a move today on the green, but still below the 200 on the daily, so kind of weak. Silver will have its day. It will. So we're looking good. Commodities, not too bad today, making a recovery. Even while the DXY is strong and indexes are butt hammered. Looking at volume for Bitcoin last 24 hours, 9.7 billion, up 193% last 24 hours. Bitcoin has gone insane. That is incredible volume. Oh, crap. I lost my thinger. Darn it. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Where is that? I wanted to show you guys that. Where is that at? Do I have it? Here we do. Here we go. Get that a chance to recover while we're doing stuff. Yeah, we'll give that a moment. Okay, here we go. You may have noticed Bitcoin made a bit of a run today. If you may have noticed. So boom, hit like 38,000. Now it's coming down hard, finding support right where there was previous support. Makes sense. Shorts got wrecked, and then of course, longs got wrecked, and then when everybody tried to long, short, anyway, you know what I'm saying. Shorts got wrecked, longs got wrecked, and boom. So we're seeing a lot of, that's massive volume came and went. So somebody came in, pumped the living crap out of it, and then dumped the living crap out of it. Someone just made a $1.6 million buy. Wow. Somebody has confidence. Well, it would make sense because we pumped hard, came down to a support level. Now we're bouncing off of that. Is this going to continue? We'll take a look at that in a little bit when we look at the chart a little bit closer. Anyway, longs versus shorts, sentiment on Binance where the big money is, 48% long, 51% short. We'll refresh that. Yeah, still the same. So a slight short bias, and that would make sense. But I don't know. I ain't long or shorting right now. Not with leverage, at least. Looking at all the top 20 exchanges, their spot trading volume across the board went nuts. So there you go. Binance and Coinbase, of course, on top as always. Wow, this is just wonderful. Even our crypto.com exchange is doing pretty good volume today. So anyway, across the board, top big exchanges, everybody's getting in. The spot trading volume is insane, like a monster truck ride. No, monster truck rally. You might pay for the full seat, but you'll only need the edge, Anyway, so looking at Bitcoin, the top 100, Bitcoin now at 36,412. I like that. across the board, the top 100 are up and down. They were mostly green earlier. Now they're going to the red, and that would make sense. Bitcoin pump, they followed. Bitcoin dump, they follow. But in general, definitely. Alts did well today, and they're also retracing just as well now that they've done well. So looking at Bitcoin, why I say we have passed a Fibonacci Lambo level. This is a big deal. And of course, you saw it here. You may not see it anywhere else, if you go way back, and I've been watching this Fibonacci sequence for a while, so I didn't just make this up, okay? If you go back to March of 2020, when we hit the 3K level, when people were probably loading up, then of course it began to go well, got above the 200 moving average, rode it for a long time, all the way until like September, and finally, boom, took off. Well, anyway, looking at this big amount of time here in a Fibonacci sequence, we've been just brutalized. Right here in this pocket, as I would call it. Let me make a little square here. Make a square. Sorry guys, what am I thinking today? Having one of those moments. So we got brutalized right here. That's what I call a whale range. That's where the whales are buying and selling. And I don't want to belabor this. I want to keep this moving quick. I should have made this before the video, but I didn't. So hang tight with me for one moment. I just wanted to make a point here. Let me actually, copy that. Copy. Move it down here. Sorry guys. I don't want to make it crazy. Oh, I didn't copy. Oh, I know what I did. Sorry. I'm trying to move as quickly as possible here because we all got things to do. Come on. Oh my God. Sorry guys. Probably driving you crazy. All right, so make you green, nice bright effervescent green. There we go. We're going to make this gray. Okay, so now that you've watched me do things of virtually no consequence and wasted your time, I just wanted to show you. We've been living in this dreadful, torturous range. I call this like a whale range. They know what's up. They're on the conference calls. It's going sideways, and they are buying down here in the green and selling in the red. And they're on that call, and they know what's up. They know what's going to happen. So Bitcoin is still an asset that can be manipulated by the big money. So, many people did get in down here in the green, and it moved up. It bounced off the bottom of the Fibonacci, the 618 golden pocket, which is 0.618 to 0.65. Okay, so it started moving. It broke above the 200 moving average on the daily chart, got above that 618. Kind of looked like it was going to test it, but it kept going. And now what happened? Look at the body of this candle. Look at that. The body of that candle, boom, stopped right there at the 618. I'm sorry, the 0.5 fib level, and bam, wicked above it. Is that perfect or what? So in my opinion, if we can get traction above this 0.5 level, I think we're probably going to keep it and maybe continue up. If we lose the 0.5, well, then we will probably see something like this, where if it's going to keep some upwards momentum, some upwards energy, we're going to probably see something like this, bonk, 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 and then eventually get above it. That could definitely be the case, or maybe we'll just go above, retest, keep going. Very, very well could be. If we get a really hard reject here, we'll probably just go right down and then go back to the back to this as I call it, like a whale range, where you just kind of go and just start ranging in here again. We'll see what happens. I mean, that could be, we could be seeing like the continuation of a BART pattern. I know I've been looking at that recently, but I think this BART pattern may have broken out. Usually I would expect Bitcoin to do something like this back when it was like in here, to have just gone bonk and come right back down to previous support and resistance, which would be right around here, around like 30,000 or so, and then continue, you take it from there. But anyway, this is rather remarkable. I'm pretty happy to see this. I mean, like I say, look where the body of this candle went. Sorry about that. One of my bad habits. I keep doing that. So I think that we're in a good spot. Let's see what happens. We wicked above, and we actually got the body of the candle above now, this 618 level, and that 618 level is right at 36,333. A nice Illuminati number, 33-degree Mason, 36,333. Whoa, get your eclectic on right there. 36,333 is where the .5 Fibonacci sequence level is. So basically, that's the deal. Let me actually pull this back into view here. Let's make this a little bit smaller here so it means something. And you can see what's going on. This is a beautiful Fibonacci sequence going way back to like March of 2020, and we've been riding down here on the 618 golden pocket area. Whales knew what was up. They were making money. They were buying at the bottom, selling at the top, shorting, longing. You can see the whales playing right here with our automated. This is like institutional trading here with 100K, 200K trades, 1.1 million buy. We just saw 1.6 million buy not long ago. And you can see here, especially on the hourly chart, that is it basically did pump, then came back and it's getting some sideways action here. At previous support and resistance, a lot of longs, a lot of shorts wrecked, which created liquidity, which now you see these big $1 million+ buys. That is the whales buying the Bitcoin that they just freed up by wrecking it and shorting it, by wrecking the longs and wrecking the shorts. So if you're trading with leverage, be dang spiffy sure you know what you're doing, because there are pros, that live and breathe to wreck your ass. So be careful. Anyway, with that said, bam, we are in a beautiful spot. If we can keep above this .5 level, it's all about where we're going to start seeing resistance. Where might we see a slowdown? And you can kind of see it pretty easy. I'll just do a ray right here. Right about, this is a spot right about here. Boom. That's really, I think you're going to start seeing the first major resistance where you might see, and that's right between the .5 and the .382 fib level. And where is that? 40,289. So, around 40,000, you might see some resistance start as it gets past that previous support and resistance, or maybe it'll blast right to the 382 around 44,000. But basically, we're pretty darn healthy. What I'm watching for, to be honest with you, is I'm watching for, make this nice and big, is I'm watching for Bitcoin to find support above this .5 fib level at 36,333. If it finds support there, if it stays above there, and we see some nice upwards momentum, then I think we're going to see this could be runtime. .5 is a really good recovery level. I think that's pretty darn spiffy. So now let's do this. Let's go to a 45-minute chart for immediate price action. Okay. You still see that .5 level, that .5 fib level, and you can see here on the 45-minute chart where really it got past it with that wick. You see it on the daily, it looks like a wick, but on the 45, you see we got above it. Now look, we came right down to it, and we're wicking below it. Look at that. That's wonderful. Bitcoin's cooling off the indicators here, but will it keep that .5 fib level at 36,333? Is it going to stay above that? My prediction, for what it's worth, not financial advice, but if you see a bounce here and these indicators kind of cool off and start moving again, that might be very, very groovy. Looking at this short immediate price action here, something that I like to look at is the parallel channels. And I think right here you've got, I'm going to be somewhat creative. Just forgive me. I'm going to take those wicks into account. I'm going to take this into account. And I'm just going to look at it like this and say, you know what? We could be seeing an upwards channel off that 45 200 moving average, and that would be pretty darn groovy. I think that definitely could take place. That could be happening. Even if it got a little bit below the fib, it's kind of funny. If you look at this. Look at this. This is glorious. Look at that. Look at how these wicks came into play. That wick was right down at the bottom of this channel, and this wick was right below it, but it's holding that .5 fib level. I'll tell you, man, fib is an amazing thing. It really is. So if we can, make a move off this fib level, even if we already have, bounced off the bottom of the chart, really, let's just see if we can keep this fib level and just start moving up back to the top of this channel. When I see a confirmed uptrend here, when I see things looking good, I definitely would make a trade at whatever level that is. It's already gotten down here to the bottom of the upwards channel. We can make a nice bounce off this fib, this dot 5 fib. This thing starts moving. I mean, let's look at a how that would play out. Projection. Sorry, where is? Oh my gosh, not projection. Forecast. Here we go. Sorry. If we make a bounce here and row to the top of that channel again, where might that be? I think like 5%. You know, so I'm definitely gonna, if we get a nice confirmed uptrend here on the 45-minute chart, I'll get in there and I'll do what I'll do actually is I'll do like a 4% trailing take profit of like 2 or 1% or something like that, and just try to catch, you know, most of these gains here. I think that definitely could be. So it's an exciting time. The markets are looking exciting. Bitcoin's looking exciting. I like what I'm seeing. This is an interesting chart. It pumped. Like I thought we were going to see something maybe like this, like a BART pattern. Well, now I won't get into that. I didn't know this was going to happen. This is just wonderful. I like what I'm seeing. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. Yeah, 4 hours cooling off. That was a pretty good push. You know, I tell you, I was thinking, you know, for a while, maybe we were going to see one of these just bar patterns that goes sideways and then just comes down, bounces up to 200 on the 4-hour chart or so and keeps going. But this is pretty massive. I don't think we're going to see, I don't know if we're going to see a retrace, you know, lower than like, much lower than it is. I would say like, you know, 35,000 is about as low as of a retrace as we're going to get. I think if we even get that, I think we're probably going to continue up. You know, I got a feeling. So anyway, there you go. You can only tell so much. We're pumping like crazy. Things are extended. Massive volume in the market. What is going on? Well, the world's pretty crazy, and Bitcoin. You know, people can. Well, you probably like Bitcoin if you're watching this. But I would say that I think definitely Bitcoin and Monero are things to watch like this. In my opinion, you probably got big money around the world rolling in. They probably coordinated this pump, honestly, to make some nice gains, and now they're going to get back in when it starts going up. Definitely, you know, even the big guys, you know, they need to preserve their wealth also, and this is the kind of thing that they do to make that happen. So let's look at don't need that. Let's look at the world slightly for a moment. I just will mention this stuff here. I'll mention stocks tumble, yield surge after catastrophic 30-year auction stops with biggest tail on record as foreign demand craters. I have no idea what that means at all. I mean, literally none, but I'd share it. I do get this one though. S&P futures rise set for longest winning streak since 2004. S&P really cruising. So in a way, with S&P doing so darn well, not surprising that it takes a hit. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, you know, man, today is it's just pure crap. You know, unless you're NVIDIA, unless you make like AI chips for AI and cruise missiles, you are getting jackhammered today, big time. Anyway, so with that said, I thought just a little bit more news. We know about this. Oh yeah, these guys agree to 4-hour daily humanitarian pause. That's very nice, you know. Also, this is very interesting here, showing the crazy world. White House aides completely cannot stomach the current policy. And I won't say certain words because, believe me, Bitcoin, no, Mr. YouTube is ruthless right now and will flag your ass for the slightest mention of any of this stuff. So just saying, if you're reading it, you're reading it. Interesting. I've worked in, not in government, but I've been an activist. I've worked for different causes. And I can say, having been around senators and such like that, and people in the House that, especially in the Senate, but in the House, a good deal also, man, I'm telling you, the staff is who actually runs. They just roll an old fart around and they just say, here, say this. They give them a bunch of nootropics and crack and stuff like that and say, here, speak. And they try to remember what they're supposed to say and they usually blow it. They roll these old relics around and say, speak, try to say this, try to remember. A lot of elder abuse, you know. The staff is the senator, basically, is what I'm saying. So it's the same with this guy here, you know. Who manages his existence doesn't like what he's doing. Interesting. Disclose TV, interesting news source. They have a good Twitter, they have a good Telegram. It's a good news feed. It's just if you like entertaining extreme headlines throughout the day. Breaking: Spain's right-wing party co-founder shot, boom, in the face. Very, very hardcore. It's a shame. I don't want to be political, and I'm really not going to be. I'm just going to say that this was a guy that a lot of people in Spain truly believed in. Many truly hated him, but he had a political voice. He spoke for the people that he spoke for. He was loved by many, hated by many. I hope he's well. I hope it just was a glancing blow and he's cool. The face is actually, I was a medic in the military, the face is actually very hard and bullets tend to like kind of just glance off. Believe it or not, you'd be surprised how tough your face is and what it can take. So I hope this guy is drinking some red wine in the hospital right now and texting his friends saying I'm okay. And I hope you're okay, man, because whether you believe in his message or not, I think personally, whether you believe he's right or delusional, is a truth seeker. And you just don't shut down speech and political parties this way. They should lose in the ballot box, not by getting shot in the face. So boom, you're a hero, dude. I hope that you are well and that you continue and that you keep the fight and you have a badass scar with like some stitches that scar, and you get back out there and you're like, you can be like 50 Cent. Now, anybody who wants to, you know what I mean? Both him and 50 Cent were shot in the face but kept going. So I hope that I hope we see him and 50 Cent up on the podium rapping together, and anyway, guys, take care. Keep being a Bitcoin truth seeker. Believe in the good. I'm seeing it happen. I see light through all the world's craziness right now, and like this. I don't know. Hopefully, you don't. I don't care if you agree or not, but I see light in this article. Anyway, take care, and I will talk to you guys as often as I can. Sorry I'm not on more. My schedule is just every 15 minutes is accounted for, and I'm busy. I'm always running around, but I'm going to do my best to keep on making these videos, especially if the market is good. I gotta start sharing some good setups because there are many. Let's let it cool off a little bit today. We'll get on tomorrow, God willing. God help me get on tomorrow, and we will find some good setups, okay? And if you're part of the Telegram group, along with all kinds of irreverent stuff that I probably shouldn't even post, and other people shouldn't either, you will occasionally see crypto stuff. Basically, when the market is boring, the Bitcoin Daily View chat is just irreverent. But when things are happening, it tends to be pretty damn straight up, and I'll be posting good setups. Everybody, take care. Talk to you soon. It's a good day.